Okay, now I have the light on, but it's still kind of dark. Here are the stairs into the bunker. It's not near this dark in real life, as it seems in here. They have lights on, as you can see, but they're not very bright, and more stairs. And since I started taking 160 students through here, they started painting all these. They didn't have all these kind of warning zebra stair steps. Here we see a picture of the villa and some stories about crazy old Lin Biao. He was afraid of everything and everybody. He hated water, wind, sun. So I asked my students, would he have liked it in this bunker? And a lot of them say no, and I have to make them think again. Let's see, he doesn't like wind, he doesn't like water, he doesn't like the sun. I think he might have liked it here. Pictures are amazing. Yeah, that brightness, maybe well, I don't want to keep turning this off and on because it's pretty dark in here. I think I need the light, but it makes it reflect in the pictures. Old storage things, weird looking suitcase kind of things. I think that's Mao standing in the middle and Lin Biao to his left, which is our right. It would not have been a good time to be in China, that's for sure. More, possibly food storage. And I first asked my students, why does it say forest? Well, because they translated Lin, whoever translated this. Lin is forest, but that's also his name. But they've translated his name as meaning forest rather than as actually his name. And I say, what do you notice about these guys? They're smiling, they seem to be best friends. This is what it was like when your best friend wanted to kill you. Because I point out that this bunker was not made in a week or even a month. This had to have been made for several months, maybe even a year. And this was built in 1970. I think he died in 1971. So this is when I was 12. This is what the world was like in China when I was 12, when your best friend wants to kill you. And at the same time, oh yeah, I always say about this, see these guys, they're henchmen. They look like killers. These are the people Lin Biao hung out with. They're actually, I forgot to point them out, they're in one of the first pictures too. It looks like them. And I say that they ate his food. I know I started to say something else and now I forgot what it was. Let's see if I can get that in focus. Oh yes, that he was building a swimming pool, as you can see. And here's a guy who hates water, building a swimming pool in a time, there's still no swimming pools in China and no one knows how to swim. But it's the perfect cover, right? Oh, I'm building a swimming pool, not a big bunker so I can off you. There's the stairway to the villa, I think. You can see it, you can't tell where it goes. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. And here is probably a room that provided, there's like a fire. This is well, it seems like there was a fire to stoke, to give them energy for this machine, which looks, as somebody noted, it's hand craned. It looks like it provided air, to clean the air, because if there was a nuclear war outside, which perhaps he envisioned, you would want to have clean air. I have to film this with my Chinese phone, which is a 5S maybe, because I dropped my US phone in the water. Maybe I'll come back with it after I do this, but the US phone, the sound keeps cutting out, but you could still see this is a weird, creepy place. Not big enough for a human, so I think it was where they stored something or where the fire, that door seems like a fire door. So he's building ostensibly a swimming pool, which explains why he has to have a lot of concrete, a lot of men, he's digging down in the ground, but that swimming pool could also be a source of water. I realized maybe these are true. I took pictures of these, still pictures, so you can go and see those. See, no water should be seen anywhere. No water should be seen wherever Lin Biao stayed. That's what it says. It's hard to read it. Okay? But he wants a swimming pool. As one of my students says, he's just saying, oh, I'm just here for the leisure life, right? Just kind of like the humble administrator's garden. There's a precedent for this, at least in Suzhou. I'm just a humble administrator. I'm nobody. You don't have to kill me, which is ostensibly why I think I said that word twice, sorry, why the humble administrator made his garden, one of the biggest gardens in Suzhou, because the king wanted to kill him, and so he moved far away from wherever the king was. I don't know if it was Beijing or somewhere else. And said, I'm just a gardener, don't kill me. So you can see the vent for the air here. I've never even walked over to this section. More hand cranking. God, can you see that? There. A lot of hand cranking. Maybe once you cranked it, it would start up and go, but the thought that people would have to stand there and crank it. Okay, and this is the only room where it's actually, well, there's two rooms where it's wood panel. God, it's dark. And it seems like this is where he expected to have visiting dignitaries. It's a beautiful room, except that there's no windows. Oh, that's the one in Chinese. These are in Chinese, but the pictures are interesting. Again, I point out, he is eating his food. And it even looks like Mao has kohong, which is lipstick and makeup, and he looks like a big rat. I forget what is rat. Lao Hu? No, Lao Hu is tiger. Lao Shu? I can't remember. I'm actually forgetting Chinese. This is a journalist. I looked this picture up and discovered that this is a journalist. One of my students thought he was Richard Nixon. I said no. That was later. And you can see that there's a wooden, you can't see it very well, a wooden table here. Boy, it is dark. I think it might be better on my other phone. I may have to do that and then just put them together. Boy, you can't see shit, huh? I'm trying to make it brighter, but there's a chair. I opened all these desk drawers just out of curiosity. I actually found some chemicals, which one of my chemist friends, Gina, I think, said this is not good to have here. I think Gina and Junhai were going through here. And I told Roman, the manager, that he had to get it out of here, because if it broke, it wouldn't be good. I can't remember what they said it was. It looks like Lin Biao is there on the right and Mao is on the left. Oh, low battery. Okay, let's see here. Oopsie, sorry. Gotta charge my battery. Oh, it's not charging. Oh, that's too bad. I guess I forgot to turn it off. And here you see these beautiful chairs and this. Well, you can't really see this. You can see me just a little bit. I checked those drawers too. Why it's really dark. In fact, it looks like something's in there. Light fixture. Okay, and another nice chair, sofa. 2 chairs and a sofa. And then also we're going to film this, before I run out of battery. This is what happened to his plane. Apparently there's a theory or a speculation that it was hit by a missile because they drugged Lin Biao. Some of my students knew this story. And when he woke up, he told the plane to turn around, and that's when the missile hit the plane, because the plane was in 2 parts. Okay, here outside of this massive door, I didn't show you the massive door on the other side of the wooden paneled rooms. There's 2 of the wooden paneled rooms. See how thick that is? But the bathroom is on the outside, and you're thinking, okay, what if you had it all closed off, but you wanted to use the bathroom? Maybe because the bathroom they would be able to track the plumbing or something. More probably air equipment, I'm not sure. Stairs up to the toilet. There doesn't appear to be a shower, but maybe that was there's a toilet, there's a sink. Maybe this was a shower here in the corner. Not sure. He didn't like water. Maybe he didn't think he needed a shower. I think this might have gone up to the swimming pool. So the swimming pool would also give you a source of water. I'm not sure if that rag is from 1970s. But, you know, that's the other reason that you would build a swimming pool, is that you would have a continued source of water. Continual source of water. Once you were down here. And these are the stairs to go back up, another massive door. And we're coming up into the daylight. There's one more long hallway, and Roman told me, he was going to show it to me, but he kind of seems to have forgotten that it goes to, gotta watch my step, that this pathway goes to a building where Lin Biao's wife lived. And just like Dolly and his, muse wife, I can't remember if they were married, that they would meet in some tunnel underneath. This gave him the ability to go and see her without anybody knowing. Why you couldn't see your wife without anybody knowing, I have no idea. But you see, they've blocked off this. And it's like cement. They've cemented that thing. It's a pretty serious blockage. You'd think it'd just be a door or something. The hallway here is actually much lighter than this looks. The camera just doesn't capture it, I think, because it's an old phone. I have taken more than 355 people through this bunker, because I think it is so important that people know what it was like in China in the 1970s. It is a testament to what people had to go through. I really started to understand the Cultural Revolution after reading Wild Swans, which I highly recommend if you want to. Obviously, one book can't capture all of the agony that people went through, but it's a pretty good start. And here we come out about a block away from where we started. And I'll walk back so you have a sense until my phone runs out of gas. I just recently put this little stairway here. There's the pool over there. And the spa where you get terrible massages, so I don't go there anymore. Because there's a place really close to here that is not fancy, but it's $16 for an hour. It's quite incredible. So I'm now walking back to where we were in the beginning. Shou hao.
你好。
That's my building. Well, at least where I've been living. Building 8, Bahalo. And this is a beautiful, beautiful garden. This whole area is very lovely. And I discovered recently that people don't think that the guy who lived here, Chiang Wei Kuo, with his adopted mother, was the son of Chiang Kai Shek, who is Chiang Kai Shek. And I maintain you don't put a child up in this kind of lavish, beautiful environment unless you are blood relatives. And I believe that Chiang Kai Shek had Chiang Wei Kuo. 手好.
你好.
With the Japanese woman, and this was in the middle of a Japanese war with China, and it wouldn't have looked good for him to have a half Japanese son, so what he did is he passed the son off. There we are again. He passed the son off as his best friend, Tai Chi Tao, something like that. Tao Chi Tai, I can't remember. And as Mike says, he's a brilliant strategist. That he could just look like he's doing a favor for his friend, when in actuality it's his own son, and he puts his own son up in this house right here, this villa. I have also taken many pictures of this. I think I can't film it because my phone is running out of power. I'll come back and film it. This thing is already 16 minutes, it's long enough. If you look at pictures of Chiang Kai Shek, who is Chiang Kai Shek, and Chiang Wei Kuo, who is Chiang Wei Kuo in Cantonese, Gongdonghua, they look Chabudo Yang, they're almost the same. It seems pretty clear it was his son.